Hi, my name is Kay, and my husband Jerry and I co-founded Crossroads 25 years ago. The reason I founded Crossroads was because I was taking care of my mom, who had a massive stroke and didn't walk, talk, or eat for 14 years. I was also taking care of my dad, who had cancer. I was also taking care of my husband, who was really ill at the time. And I took care of him at home for 15 years as well as working a 40-hour job at the time. And so, but when I was with my parents, especially after my mom's stroke, I realized how lonely people were in the facilities, and they had no visitors, and they really had no activities. They would just sat there, lined up in the hallway with their heads against the wall all day long. And so, I did as much as I could for my parents. My mom was there, like I said, 14 years, and I have two younger brothers at the time, and my brothers and I never missed one day not being with my mom and dad for 14 years. And so I know how difficult it is to visit people in the care centers, especially your family, but I also know how vital it is that we take care of the elderly. So I founded Crossroads Ministries for just that very reason, to meet the spiritual and emotional needs of the elderly that lived in assisted living and skilled care, as well as memory care. I wanted to tell you a story that kind of encapsulates of what we do and why we do it. I had a friend that I was taking care of for over 5 years, and so when she had a stroke and went to the hospital, they needed someone to sign her back into the facility. She never regained consciousness, and but her family was contacted, and no one responded from her family. So they knew my relationship with her, so they called and asked me if I would be her medical proxy, and I became her medical proxy. I signed her back into the care center. I signed her up for hospice, and so then she passed away, and then I took care of her funeral expenses and everything, because she was like a sister to me, and so then the facility called and asked me if I would like her possessions, because her family didn't want them. So I said, absolutely. So this is her suitcase. This is a battered old suitcase. And this blanket is one that we had made and given to her. And most of the things, the only thing that was in her suitcase that I had not given her through the years was an old frame of Jesus in a frame. Otherwise, everything in the suitcase was things I had given to her over the 5-year period of time that I had known her. So I keep this as a reminder to tell me this is why I do what I do, for her and for other people like her that don't have family, or if they have family, 50% of the people who live in a skilled care have no family members. 85% have no regular visitors. And so it's a reminder to me of I do what I do because they are so needy. They are so looking forward to somebody coming and just holding their hand or just listening to their stories. So it is a good reminder every day to me of why I do what I do.
Your saying yes is important, not just for your sake, but for others. If God opens up a door and you say no, it's not just your life that's affected, but somebody else is missing out on the blessing that God had already established for them. So we are depending on you to be the conduit for the Lord's work to happen in an individual, a group, some fashion in life. So say yes when the Lord opens up a door.
We value your partnership. Please visit our website or call the office to find out how you can get involved.
My name is Kay, and after I founded Crossroads Ministries, I realized that we needed a chaplaincy school because the spiritual and emotional needs were not being met. So I thought doing a chaplaincy school would help us to know how to better meet those needs, because I wanted to have a faith-based chaplaincy school. And so there are not very many faith-based chaplaincy schools in America. And so I wanted to do that from a biblical worldview, but I also needed more education than I had at the time. So when I was 79 years old, I completed my doctorate because I needed to get more education in order to do what God had called me to do with the chaplaincy school. We started out having just local students, but now it's worldwide. We have students from all over the world, including Pakistan, Uganda, Africa, and India. So I'm very thankful for the opportunity God has given to us to share the gospel of how to be a chaplain in every field, from the jails to the prisons to the community, to hospitals, to hospice, and the care centers as well. It's amazing a school as far as training the chaplains from the biblical worldview.
How can people get involved is a very good question. It's very simple. Just go to our website. The information is all there. There's no real background needed to enter into chaplaincy school. You'll be asked, give us some background as to why you want to go into chaplaincy in terms of the application process. But it is a commitment. We ask for 300. Each unit of 3 months requires 300 hours of clinical work. That's the meat of your schooling. That's the practical application, and then we have 100 hours of didactic, and that's classroom stuff, self-study, some homework. And once you finished a unit, you're all ready for the next unit. And after a year, you'll wonder where that year went, and we'll go from there.
Hi, I wanted to welcome you to the Owen Larson Hope Home. My name is Kay. Thank you very much for coming today. We hope you really enjoy the tour. I would like to give you a quick tour of the Owen Larson Hope Home. This is our living room. We just had our piano tuned. I wanted to introduce you to two very special ladies today. One is a resident, her name is Vicki, and the other one is a volunteer, Heather Lynn. And Heather Lynn is a very great reader, and she's going to read to one of our residents. She reads to the residents every Tuesday and Wednesday, or Thursday. This is one of our dining rooms. This is our main dining room here. The residents enjoy their breakfast, lunch, and dinners in here. Continue the tour now. This is our family room, the television. We have a fireplace, and this is where we do exercises once a week or twice a week. And this is out going in the backyard. When it gets a little bit warmer, the residents can come out and plant flowers and vegetables in the stands. And so we have grass area, we have several picnic areas, several table and umbrella areas out in the back for them to enjoy.
I started in senior care because of my love for seniors and experiencing care with my own personal family. And I wanted to make it better for people, show up better for seniors in care.
I would like to show you one more room that we have here. It is a larger bedroom. It is currently empty at the moment. We're looking for another resident. And a church in Tennessee made quilts for every room here. So that's one of the quilts that the church in Tennessee made for us. I love the bathrooms because they're so large and able to, wheelchairs or whatever, walkers. The residents do not do the laundry. The staff do all of their laundry. We prepare all of their meals and their snacks. So we help them with their showers. We make their beds. I love this home because it has a lot of trees and a lot of greenery, and they can feel like they're at home. But we founded this ministry because we wanted the residents to be able to say they were loved here. And so we wanted to meet the emotional and spiritual needs as well as their physical needs. It's an amazing place to live. So we want to see more and more people call this home because this is a special home.
Your one-time donation today can make a huge impact in the lives of the residents here at the Owen Larson Hope Home. We are so thankful for your consideration of support. Here at the home, our residents are treated like family. They are loved and valued, and we would love for you to partner with us to let them know that not only us here as staff care for them, but that you care for them as well. The ways you can give are by visiting our website or calling the office to make a donation. We would also love to have you partner with us as a monthly donor and to be able to extend that impact. We would love to be able to talk with you more about how you can get involved. Feel free to call the office for more details.